Hello friends, in this video we are going to see the top 3 best performing debt mutual funds that we can consider investing in the current market. Without any further delays, let's get into the video. First and foremost, let's understand some basic details about debt mutual funds. Debt mutual funds try to generate returns to us by lending our invested money to the government and some private companies. As part of lending that money, they will get the interest. Based on that, we are getting returns for our investment. There are many different types of debt funds available for us to invest. One of them is liquid fund. Liquid debt funds are the greater option to park our emergency fund. Instead of parking the money in our savings account where we are getting less return, it is always a best and recommended option to park our money in the liquid debt funds. These debt funds will have very less expense ratio. At the same time, there won't be any lock-in period. You can withdraw the money anytime you want. As I mentioned earlier, these liquid debt funds will provide us better returns compared to savings account without taking much risk. Obviously, there is a risk associated with mutual funds compared with FD or RD which are available in the bank, but return wise, debt mutual funds will yield you more returns compared to your savings account. As I mentioned earlier, there are no lock-in period. You can withdraw the money you want, so it is always a better option to park your emergency fund. So far we have seen some basic information about debt mutual funds. It's time to get into the top 3 best performing debt mutual funds available in Indian market. The fund which stays at number 3 position in our list is none other than ICICI Prudential Constant Maturity GIL Fund. It is always recommended that we choose direct funds. First of all, let's understand some basic information about ICICI Prudential Constant Maturity GIL Fund. The minimum investment of this fund starting with 1000 rupees for SIP mode. In case of lump sum investment, we have to start our investment with minimum 5000 rupees. The expense ratio associated with this fund is around 0.23 percentage as of September 30, 2021. The fund size of this fund is around 378 crores. For this 15 years maturity guild fund, this amount is higher compared to any other peers that we can see in the market. There is no lock-in period associated with this fund. You can invest and withdraw the money anytime you want. We just need to think about expense ratio. For this fund, the expense ratio is 0.23 percentage. The benchmark being tracked by this fund is CRISIL 10 years gilt. As I mentioned earlier, this is a constant maturity of 15 years valid gilt fund. In addition to that, there is no exit load associated with this fund. There are no exit charges applicable to this fund. Let us see the riskometer associated with this ICICI Prudential Constant Maturity gilt fund. Since it's a debt fund, this fund has a moderate risk associated with our investment. Let us understand the absolute investment return it has produced in the past. I am going to explain the returns in percentage. In the last 3 months, the return of this fund is around 1.77 percentage. In the last 6 months, it has produced around 2.72 percentage of investment return. In the last 1 year, we have got the return of 3.89 percentage. Just to make the understanding easier, let me show you this graph with the investment of 10,000 rupees. In case you have invested 10,000 rupees in the last 3 months, you would have got the return of 176 rupees. In the last 1 year, it would have given the return of 389 rupees. In case you kept invested in the last 3 years, the return you would have got would be around 3,809 rupees. Now is the time to look into the fund which stays at number 2 position in our list, which is Kotak Dynamic Bond Fund. This fund is also direct fund. As I always recommend, it is always advisable to choose only the direct funds to invest. Let us understand some basic information about Kotak Dynamic Bond Fund. The minimum investment of this fund in the SIP mode is 1000 rupees. In lump sum mode, we have to start with the investment of 5000 rupees. The expense ratio associated with this fund is around 0.52% as of September 30, 2021. The asset which is getting managed under this fund is around 2946 crores. There are no lock-in period associated with this fund. The benchmark being tracked by this fund is Nifty Composite Debt Total Return Index. Since it's a dynamic bond fund, the fund manager is responsible to invest our money in the government bond as and when he finds suitable to invest in different bonds. Since the contribution of the fund manager is little bit more, that's the reason we can see the expense ratio is 0.52%, which is little bit bigger compared to all other debt funds. When you look at the exit load percentage is 0. It indicates that you will have to pay 0% as a exit load when you sell this fund. Now it's time to look into the riskometer associated with this fund. This fund has a moderate level of risk for our investment. In the next section, we will see the absolute investment return of this Kotak Dynamic Bond Fund in percentage. In last 3 months, it has given the return of 2.04%. In case of 6-month investment, it would have given the return of 3.48%. In the last 1 year, it has given the total return of 4.89%. So far, we have seen the return in percentage. Let us understand this calculation with the investment of 10,000 rupees. This is going to be the absolute return. In case you invested 10,000 3 months before, you would have got the return of 203 rupees. In case of 1 year, you would have got the return of 489 rupees. In case you invested 3 years before, the return would have been 3,385 rupees. So far we have seen 2 funds. Now it is the time to identify the fund which stays at number 1 position in our list, which is none other than ICICI Prudential Corporate Bond Fund. This is also a direct fund growth plan. Let us understand this fund with some basic information. In case you want to invest in SIP, you will have to start with minimum 1000 rupees. In case of lump sum, you have to start with minimum 5000 rupees. This is the same calculation for most of the debt funds available in the market. The expense ratio associated with this fund is around 0.27% as of September 30, 2021. The asset which is managed under this fund is around 20,838 crores, which is really huge amount compared to any other debt funds available in the market. Since this is a debt fund, there is no lock-in period associated with this fund. The benchmark which is getting tracked by this fund is CRISIL AAA Bond Index. It indicates that whatever money is getting invested in this particular mutual fund is going to be used to lend money to AAA rated corporate companies. From this, you can clearly understand that there won't be any outstanding interest payment for this fund. The return also will be constant for your investment. There is no exit load. You will have to pay 0% as exit load when you sell this particular fund. Now it's time to look into the riskometer associated with this fund. This fund also has a moderate level of risk for our investment. In the next section, we will understand the absolute investment return in percentage for this ICICI Prudential Corporate Fund. In the last 3 months, it has given the return of 1.53%. In case of 6-month investment, it has given the return of 2.77%. In the last 1 year, it has given the return of 5.04%. In the last 3 years, it has given the return of 28.96%, which is higher to any of the debt funds available in the market for the corporate category. Let us understand this example with an investment of 10,000 rupees. If you have invested 10,000 rupees in the last 3 months, it would have given the return of 153 rupees. In the last 1 year, it would have given the return of 504 rupees. In case of last 3 years, you would have got the return of 2,896 rupees. In case you invested in this fund in the last 5 years, you would have got the return of 4,523 rupees. So far, we have seen the top 3 best performing debt funds available in the Indian market. Please consider investing only in less expense ratio mutual funds and always select direct mutual funds and direct growth plan. Now it's time to recap what we have seen so far. If you have liked the video, please subscribe to our channel, which will help me to keep uploading this kind of videos. Thanks.